Hello everybody, I'm Doonhamer from the Doonhamer Game Channel and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Yes, we're still playing this. We're still bloody playing it. Anyways, we left off the last episode on reading our next set of poems. Well, reading our next poem. We're going to start with Monica again, because why not? How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going too bad. Happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I won't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monica. Alright, I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, something that two you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure not reading into it too much? Aha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that something so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, each to their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. What the hell? Load me. Oh, there we go. Seem more abstract than your last one, huh? Aha! I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space in the paper. Just weird how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. Yeah, wrote the lines really short. It makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. I didn't see that. It's still hard for me to tell. What is this about though? Aha! Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When it happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ahaha, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. So basically, make sure to save your game. Oh, do we have to show that to everyone? Yuri, you can see it next. Yuri, who I still think's a wee bit weird. Let's read your today. Well done, Doonhamer. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming for you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way that truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certain interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is it the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Oh, writing sucks. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon enticements its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon's friend. What? My raccoon friend. I said the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I merely projected my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to follow me. You'd say that we've gotten quite used to each other. Raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I bandish my cut knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic I don't know, that is conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people will make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Doonhamer? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and other individualities, even if it's different sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Weird. Sayori! What have you got? Oh my goodness, this is so good, Doonhamer. I love it, especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Why would you put a poem on a wall? Can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Ahahaha! Jeez. Sure, Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. We know it. Hers. Even, the other one. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. Natsuki, that's who it is. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Doonhamer poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. What the You're so weird, Sayori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. And again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah. Me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I can get better to express my feelings after all. Thanks, Doonhamer. I should go write that down. You can read my poem now, okay? It's called Bottles. Pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. What? It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingling. But there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my finger goes, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. I don't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. Every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. That's where supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yay! Writing's the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die. Ahaha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, what does Natsuki have to say? Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing. And again, if this one was as good as your last one, it would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Eh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you ever really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Wow, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yes, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. One of her friends started to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off with spider lovers. I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I'll have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people found out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others by liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. Didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. People should make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she had some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should not try to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviours and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is very different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit to the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, we have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Soria's been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica, yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. For the cool parters, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Soria's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee. Soria's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sir Yuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. So I'll have to ask them to recite their poems out loud to the whole room of people. I guess I can overlook that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones responsible for this club. If we start the event and each put out a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And most people who perform... Sorry, excuse me, we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yay! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're on this club today. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent, so Yuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. At least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. Guess I'll have to get it over with. Oh, right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glanced around everyone else's expected faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ahaha! That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to compose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Ahaha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through a notebook for a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the poem. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting a poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bring the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the poem. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Aha! Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called The Afterimage of the Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of fierce and confident women. And poem is filled twists and turns in a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse in the world-like fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her as if she's been murdered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's done for the count. Okay, guess I'm next. Sayori hops up out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah, sorry, I giggled. Hee. Sayori, it's a little harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Trying to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself like in front of the mirror or in your own head. Oh gosh, we squeaked there for me. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. And if I would read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. Hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach much more deeply someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Doonhamer thought so. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came up nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems won't work quite as well, that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours with that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges a lot more. We don't have time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Doonhamer. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Doonhamer lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. I apologise. I'm so tired. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poems, and I'm not exactly confident in my own writing. It's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once finished, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really good as anyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your ability and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, Why Are You Looking At Me Like That? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a deep breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sole attitude disappears. While she's still a little unenthusiast, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it's... So... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you'll all have an idea of what it is like now. Just make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? And make pamphlets to let me know ahead of time that you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I've already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's a big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. No way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori or Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica, they'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Doonhamer, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Walk home with Sayori once more, even though it's only been a few days. A lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, sorry from her words. Let's just say that one day Yuri asked me to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to be really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Doonhamer. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So Yuri, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? I probably should trace off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh, it's poems. History. Oh no, I can't. Disaster. Let's make a dark one. Anxiety. Despise. Wrath. Unrestrained. Breathe. Sadness. Landscape. Incongruent. Actually, no. Contamination. Depression. Nibble. Romance. Actually, no. Grief. Let's go dark. Let's go massacre. That's really dark. Scars. Uncanny. Suicide. Explode. Crimson. Electricity. Tragedy. There it is. Boom. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Ready to practice the piano again? Yeah. Aha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Ah! I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all the kinds of delicious food. It's a little bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? Calamari. You of all people. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are. Sit at a desk in a corner room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori smiles, shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. The conversation had already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe we should ask Monica if she's noticed anything with Sayori recently. Since they're being preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Doonhamer, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little bit strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit Dutch, but she seems downcasty. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Appears across the room, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you to name her. Certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's really never like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. This time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Oh, we all know why. She got the feels. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about her well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Huh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just a hard time bringing up with person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? Saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Doonhamer. Me? Why ever would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Hee. You're so funny, Doonhamer. Have you thought about maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyways? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. So you could just forget what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She keeps her voice so quiet that I can't hear from them. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? And that I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey you, eh? Look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just going to sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so sorry, I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. Ah, that's right, somebody just came up for a minute. Well, you can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something important you know, you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles the last part. I'll probably make it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she's been pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh, Natsuki Tails. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've been good friends for a long time. Just don't be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, now let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone, after some time passes, Monica calls up to the club room. Why don't we share poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve the poems, and I do the same. I make contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. And that is where we're going to leave today's episode. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back for some more very soon. Till then, take care, sure, bye, and then out.